Hello and welcome to episode 5 of our Blade Runner game, Dances with Replicants. This is episode 5. I am Andy and I'm the handler. Let me start by introducing my players. Let's start with Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave. I'm playing Detective Reid Wildner, who's a human city speaker.
Richard.
Hi, I'm Richard. I'm playing Detective Maximillian Falk, who is a human skimmer.
Rick.
Hi, my name's Rick. I'm playing Detective Corwin Barimen, who's a rather young inspector with little experience.
And lastly, Javier.
Hi, I'm Javier, and I'm playing Detective Miles Dallas, a replicant analyst.
Okay, so just to remind you, at the end of last session, you had followed. So it's morning of essentially. It's Sunday morning. It's the incidents all happened last night. You worked quite late into the night, then got a bit of a rest over the rest of the night, and then it's about mid-morning, and you have gone to. Let's start. It's on, I believe, sector 9. So you've gone. The Markova ballroom is there. Sorry, are you on the? Have you gone to sector 9 map? Have I done? Yep.
Yes.
Got you, and you've actually gone to this place up here, which is an area where there's a number of warehouses, and you've gone there because you've got. I think it was Dallas had successfully followed the license plate of the skimmer. No, it's not Skinner. It's Spinner. We keep saying the wrong word. It's Spinner. Yeah, that was my fault last time. The Spinner taxi. That is. Oh, sorry, not Spinner. Spinner van. You followed the license plate of that and followed it with various cameras and stuff to landing in this area here. And you've lost exact sight of exactly where it went, but where it landed, there's essentially a courtyard with several small to mid-sized warehouses surrounding. It's a bit of an industrial area, and then the other piece of evidence you have is that if you remember, Falk planted a tracking device on the singer Ariana Jeong. Because there's something you knew she was lying to you basically, and was keen to get away from the Markova ballroom after being assaulted by Gabor, and you have that tracking device which you just dropped something into her. I think it was a handbag, and that is actually pinging still from the same location, from one of the warehouses on this site. And so the Dallas, Falk and Wildner initially, because Barimen was otherwise busy, went there. And I think you've gone in your own individual spinners. But Dallas and Wildner have parked up nearby and have approached on foot, whereas Falk is parked up next to those two vehicles, but still ready because yours is up armored and has is it something insane like twin 50 cals or something?
Yeah.
So essentially something that can totally and utterly settle an argument. Okay, and Barimen, you finished with the bit of admin that you had to sort out for Lieutenant Sawyer, your boss, and you've been hurrying to come and join your colleagues. And as you come into land next to Falk, you've been getting updates across the Kia as to what's going on and so on. Now, let me show you a little bit of what I'm hoping this map's going to be a lot of black because stuff you can't see in.
Got
roads.
Yep. What you've got is this building here. Can you see the ping?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. that is the warehouse that the signal is coming from. The only entrance you found is a huge roll door, which is next to this sort of marked area here. Okay, and there are other warehouses either side. This is the front. This is an alley going between, going up to what appears to be another a slightly wider alley at the back. Okay, Falk is off somewhere, probably to the parked off to the right somewhere, and you're both aware that Barimen has just arrived as well. Now you two have done a sort of walk past of the front, going in my head from right to left. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to remember what you spot. You spotted a camera fixed above the front door, which seemed to spot you and follow you. Yeah. And the two of you are effectively somewhere off to the left-hand side of the map at the present moment. Okay. It's laid out as a grid system, so there are other alleyways that can lead you back to the back of the building if you want to. Because you both went to the front. Neither of you checked. You've not checked the back or anything yet.
No.
Okay. So, what do you two want to do? Do Barimen and Falk want to do anything? Is Barimen going to join them on foot? What do you wish to do?
I think the first thing I'll do is once we spotted the cameras is lean in, talk to Miles, say let's head up a bit further up, loop around the back, see if we can see anything around there. They've obviously seen us. Whether they recognise us or not is another question.
I mean, we took precautions, right? We tried not to look up, that kind of stuff. So hopefully we haven't been spotted yet. And the camera was somewhere around here, like, right?
Okay. Yeah. It was, just to the right hand, a little further to the left, but that's roughly the area. Yeah. So there's a big roll up door. Oh, sorry. One thing to say is that the all these little blue bits, they are windows. Yeah.
Okay.
But there is those windows are quite too high up for someone to look through. You have to scramble up, and it looks. But there's another level above that, so it looks like it's a two-story building. Okay. But the ground floor is reasonably high. And this roll door, this looks big enough for vehicles to drive in. Okay.
Right. As we head up, and as soon as we've turned around the next block corner, I shall also get on the Kia and tell the Falk and Corwin what we're doing, and that it looks they've got cameras, they're watching us, or they've watched us. No idea if they recognise us. Didn't hear anything. We're going to head round the back, see if we can find an alternate way in, or see if that's also got cameras.
Understood. Now that Barimen's back from stores to get a long stand for the LT, who wants to go and join you? I'll stay here, just in case. So
Barimen, are you going to move up and join them?
Well, what I might do is actually walk up to the left on your happy little diagram here, then turn around and walk back to the right, so that camera tracks me and they forget about the guys that have gone around the back.
Okay, so you do a bit of a loop. Are you essentially running to go and get into position to then come and do that?
Depends which way this camera is pointing. Because there's another possibility, which is if I'm not spotted, I'll just whip up this alley here. So there's the three of us.
There are other alleys that can get you. Off camera. You can call up on your Kia a very detailed plan of the area, road says your Google Maps equivalent, and so you can navigate your way to get to the back here without coming down this front alley.
In which case I'll do that, because that could put three of us at the back and they're only expecting two.
Okay, so you work your way around. So for argument's sake, let's just to help me keep track, let's put some Wildner, Dallas, and Barimen. Okay. So there's the three of you on the map.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Yeah, I see that now.
Yep. Now, what do you wish to do? Sorry, at the back here. Right. There is no back door.
But are there any cameras?
There are no cameras either.
But there are windows.
There are
but
high up.
But they would require someone to. I mean, someone climbing on someone else could look through them.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump up. Someone give me a hand.
I'll give you a hand.
I'll give you. Yeah, I'll give you
just, yeah.
If that's
right. Yeah, Corwin, if you're holding him up, I'll keep an eye out.
I haven't got a huge strength, but I've got a really good agility. I've got an agility of A.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, me too.
Or of course, someone could get into someone could get into a spinner, and he could stand on the roof, and you could just elevate.
Yeah, we can do that. I can end up like sleeping and rolling under the exhaust of the spinner or whatever.
Okay, so Barimen
can be repaired.
Barimen's moved over here. Okay, so looking through one of these windows, you can see the vast bulk. There are some lights from above. This is going to take a bit of description, so just bear with me a sec. This is the ground floor. I haven't marked it on here, but parked in this bay here. In fact, sorry, not parked in a bay, but sort of parked across a couple of bays is the vehicle. Yeah, the spinner van. You can see there are several doors along this wall here. Yep. And there you can see the back of the roll-up door and so on. And this is fairly large place. You can see these stairs, and these stairs all are going up to, it's a sort of mezzanine level over this side, mezzanine level here, but on but then there's sort of a catwalk going above the sort of ground floor of the warehouse, and from the catwalk there are things like little mini cranes and lifting devices for lifting things on and off of trucks and so on. And you can spot now, where are they? It will be, sorry, bear with me a sec. It's no, that's not worked. You spot a guard who appears to, have moved to these. It seems to be by these boxes. In fact, by these crates, should be there actually, and is covering towards the door. Okay.
By covering, what do you mean?
He actually has those little machine pistols you saw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got one of those out, and in the sort of fully extended mode with I've got the stock out, and where are they? That. So the bottom one of those. So stock, and then an extended magazine in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, who was it that looked through the window?
Miles,
I did.
Miles, can you give me a observation check, please, as well? All of that is stuff you can see, obviously.
I'll take the 3 successes.
Okay, so as well as that, this here is, I mean, you can see through. It's a sort of metal a safety cage around it, but this is actually looks like some sort of elevator, as do these.
Mhm.
That certainly go up, and this one may also go down, because these here are stairs going downwards. Okay,
Right.
and then also, and it will be him. No, sorry, him. I'm going to put this guy on the map. He is actually up, high up on the catwalk. Okay. But so he's not on the ground floor, but I'm just putting him, he's sort of elevated from there, if that makes sense. Yep. Okay.
Do we recognize them, or do I recognize any of them?
No, you do not.
Is it?
Sorry, he is
Do they look
also
like-
carrying one of those pistols.
Keen pistols.
Is the camera sufficiently long lensed?
Sorry,
to-
sorry, apologies. You've got 3 observation successes. You don't recognize their faces, but their clothing matches some of the clothing of people with masks in the video. Sorry, apologies. That you would say you recognize that. Apologies.
No, it's fine. So you said this guy. Do they look like they are on high alert, or are they just like patrolling?
No,
idly?
this guy is on high alert and is
Yes.
is set up covering that door. This guy is walking around. He's trying not to make big clanking noises on the on the catwalk, but he is making some noise, and he is actually at the moment gradually moving towards the right hand side of the map. The other thing with you'd spot is that both of them are wearing some kind of military looking or security looking issue, a sort of earphone with a little microphone coming around. So they've got some kind of comms gear going as well.
Okay. We'll tell the others that it looks like we've been spotted.
Oh,
So sorry, this guy appears to be patrolling.
Yeah.
This guy is set up, definitely covering the door.
Yeah, well, looks like the front door is not a good idea.
I would hazard, and far be it for me, the youngest and least experienced person here, to suggest that we try the windows here in the alley, because
if we can get into the offices, I assume it is on that side.
Yeah. If they're camping in the cellar, then maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's walk around.
I missed that.
Yeah, I'm saying that if they're downstairs, if they're hiding downstairs, which would make sense, maybe all these rooms are empty.
Hopefully,
And try to sneak past them.
Hopefully, but I might just call up the local sewer map on my Kia just to see if there's an access point in the basement of this warehouse.
Clever.
Just on the off chance.
No, there is not.
Oh, wrong.
Oh.
Wasn't
going to be that easy, right?
I know, just too easy.
Okay. I'd like to see if we can get eyes in the windows on the next floor up.
So,
not sure how easy it is.
Have a drone. Did somebody have a drone on this? On their, I was going to say skimmer.
No, I don't think. I think we've established that ours aren't that high tech.
Yeah, we discussed that I think last week, which is when we realised that mine was armed.
Yeah.
So you've got a tank, but no drone. Each their own, I suppose.
Okay. On the second floor.
Yep.
Are they full size windows, or are they still the little windows just for light?
They are slightly larger, but not slightly taller, same sort of width.
Okay, so we may be able to get in those, for example.
How?
You could attempt to these ones. Sorry, I've made these sound really tiny. You could actually probably squeeze through one of these. Essentially, it would require a mobility check to force yourself through.
How?
Yeah.
How wide is this alley here on the right?
There's the maps to scale. So if you do it, I haven't. If you do measurements, it's 2 meter wide alley.
Okay. So, I mean, all I'm thinking of is if we want to see what's in the top of this building, why don't we try and go into the building next door? Because all the windows are opposite each other.
Mm.
Just, get to the second floor in that building and have a look. If it's like, I want to go old school now. If it's 6 foot away, we should be able to get a fairly good look.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, so you've talked about potentially going to the building next door, potentially looking through some of these windows this side, and potentially climbing up, looking through a second floor window. You obviously, different ones of you can do different things. Who's doing what?
Does Miles and Corwin want to go around the side and do the boosting and peering through the windows trick? I'll go and scout the other warehouses, see if there's a way to get up or get in.
Or even a fire escape that takes us to the second
floor. Something that, even if it just takes us to the roof or something.
From your scouting round so far, there is a very obvious lack of anything like fire escapes. And actually, looking at this, there is only the main entrance. There's a number of things on here that would fail on health and safety regulations. Right. Sorry. So Wildner is going around. Sorry, to go and try and get in one of the other buildings.
Yeah, I'll go around and see if there's there's anywhere I can get in.
From what you've observed, you're going to have to go back to the front of this either this building or this building. Which one do you want to go and look in?
I'll go to the one on the right.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, that's near a Falk, and I can flag him if I.
Okay, and you two.
Because I may get him to drop me on the roof or something.
The other two are going to go and look through a window. Okay, try and get.
Yes.
Right. Which window do you want to go and look through?
The square one.
Yeah, this one.
Oh dear. I'm sure that means nothing to Javier.
No.
That's British childhood program.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
All right.
70s and 80s.
Yeah, you're also too young, Javier. You're also too young.
Well, about.
Right. Sorry. This first one here.
Yeah.
Right. I just need to move you off this map a sec because I just need to do a little sorting out because I haven't put my covers on correctly.
Back at the front. So I guess we could potentially break into a window if it was not in the big open space in the warehouse. Hopefully, any sound of breaking glass would be muffled by the fact
we need like a glass cutter and
I don't have that. I mean, I've got the only thing that I've got that could possibly break windows is not that.
So this appears to be some kind of this appears to be some kind of storeroom, and there's loads of sort of large plastic barrels in here.
Ooh. Do I recall? Because I mean, obviously I wasn't here last week, but I did watch the catch-up, which was brilliant, by the way. So one of the suspects was involved in the company that was doing recycling chemical stuff.
So what you have worked out is that Lars Avant, who is the person who seemed to be in charge on the video, who is this guy, through facial recognition software, you've managed to pull up that he is currently a security team leader working for a company called Takach Bioware. Okay, Takach Bioware is a megacorp who are active in the pharmaceutical, chemical, biochemical, and bioengineering sectors. They've got extensive bioengineering facilities in LA, including both R&D and production units in Sector 4, the Industrial District. Okay, you're currently in Sector 9, so if this is an official location, it's not one that's turned up on your records, but that wouldn't necessarily be unheard of. But this looks a bit small for a bit of a small and out of the way warehouse for a megacorp. Okay. Does that answer those questions?
Something slightly dodgy.
Second.
So it's small and out of the way from Megacorp, unless it's that for a reason.
Yes.
We have plausible deniability. We do not rent this space.
Yeah.
Right.
This could be a good entry point, right?
Yeah, we need an entry.
Sorry, just to be clear, because I haven't said it, you can then, having glanced in, you can move down and look at a couple of other windows. You don't see anyone moving around in there. Okay. While you're doing that, Wildner, you come to the front of this building. Now, once again, it's got a huge, great sort of roll up, massive door designed for vehicle entry. The door is appears to be it's shut, and there is a big looking padlock on a sort of security bar securing it shut. What do you wish to do about that? Or are you just going to go and break into a window somewhere else?
I might do that, yeah. I think first off, I'll just see if it's labelled. Is the actual building obviously attributed to a company of some sort?
No.
Or if it's fairly anonymous.
So there are there's a sort of this courtyard, and then there's 3 warehouses either side of it. Yeah. And they've basically got numbers on them. This is number 5. Sorry, the one you're interested in is number 5. You're currently looking at number 6. There are logos and contact numbers painted on them, but they're all for the rental company that rents them out.
Well, calling them out, it's going to be
and it's a Sunday, so
yeah.
It's unclear whether this is being used or not. It's certainly not being used on a Sunday morning.
Okay. I'll look to see if there's a way in via one of these windows. I'm assuming I'm going to need either a big crate to stand on or call over one of the others.
To sort of scramble up. I mean, and break it. It'll be a mobility check.
Yeah, I'll give it a whirl. I'll go up to the front of the building, sort of near the. I was around the front. I'll go down the sort of the right hand side of it, the right hand alley, and I'll just sort of signal to wave to Falk and just say, I'm going to nip down here, see if I can get in, see if we can get a view from the other building into the other building.
Do you want to come over with my size 50 lockpicks?
Yeah, I guess if you can get in the door, that might avoid me breaking things.
Just be clear when I'm saying size 50 lockpicks.
Oh, 50.
50 caliber.
Yeah, yeah, no, maybe not. The backup plan. I'll see if I can get in first, and I'll get back to you. And I'll head sort of halfway down.
I'll come back to you in a sec.
Try and climb in.
Okay. Falk, are you just staying still for the moment?
For the moment, yeah. I'm standing by, ready. I'm doubting at this point that anyone's going to try to bolt for it, but just in case, I'd rather be ready. And I can always get to where they need me if they need my assistance.
Can you give me an observation check, please?
Absolutely. Let's just go to the other patent. Why are you there? Why am I seeing that? No, I didn't want to see. Oh, my count sheet looks weird. Let's get rid of that and start it up. I had a problem with my roll 20 and had to restart it. And for some reason, it's messing me about. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Anytime you're ready. Come on. I wonder if it's worth me grabbing actual dice out of my box.
Or using the dice roller if Roll20 is not if the go.
I'm not even getting that much at the moment.
Okay. Do you want to get? I'll cut to someone else. Get yourself some physical dice and just roll it. I trust you.
Sorry, it's just popped up.
Not on my screen yet.
And I pressed the button.
There is an observation from Falk.
There's an observation come through.
No successes.
No successes. Do you wish to push?
I think I will do that very
Oh.
thing.
Can't be much worse.
What's
can.
the worst that could happen?
Ones.
Do... Oh, hold on. That's on advantage. Why is that on advantage? Go
Yeah.
away. Go away.
Oops.
Now,
Speaking of which,
which is the real dice there?
So the two to the right are
He's pushed the law, hasn't he?
is the yeah.
No, but you
it's
should-
we
you
roll
should-
the
you
first
should-
and the last.
Should you have advantage on this roll?
No, I just noticed for some reason it was on. This is something I'm finding slightly irritating. Is it doesn't default each time you're doing the dice roll. So for some reason, obviously from last session, maybe the last thing I rolled was on advantage.
Yeah.
So I can tell you that it re-rolled the first and the last one. So the two stay the same.
How do you know?
Well, it's hard,
Yes, it's got a fixed number for the
Yeah.
center one.
2 equals 2. I see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll assume that's the case. In which case, I'll take a point of stress, but I have a success.
Okay. Right. One success. So take the point of stress. Looking round, you see a couple of bits of movement at points off to the side, but when you turn and focus on them, you're pretty certain it's just a feral cat or some sort of wild dog or something like that wandering around, some sort of feral animal. Might actually be worth some money if you could catch it.
Real animal.
If it's a real animal, yeah.
Wow.
But you don't spot anything untoward though. Okay.
I will mention that there's movement, but I think it's just a feral creature of some description.
Yep.
Just in case, because if I don't tell them and something bad happens because I spotted someone and thought it was just a cat, I'm getting sued, and I don't want that. I might get hurt.
Actually, think probably just a big rat. Actually, maybe not a cat. Maybe just a big rat. Yeah. Anyway, right. Let's go back to Dallas and Barimen. So what do you? So you've looked through a couple of windows, seen that this large room here. What do you wish to?
I've obviously I'm boosting him, but as I'm boosting him, I'm saying things like, so they've got radios. He's probably saying, yes, they've got radios. Have we got a scanner?
You can use your Kia if you want to try and.
Well, I'm not the techie. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could potentially use your Kia to try and hack any radio frequencies.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
Give me.
And I think
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say that maybe a good way to get in is instead of breaking in the ground floor, we break in the first floor, and then we go down the lift shaft.
Well,
That's why I want eyes on the floor.
I've got a slightly different version of that, but it's kind of logical. So if it's a 6 foot gap or a 2 meter gap, right, and we can find something that's like 3 meters long, we could actually, and if it's a similar configuration in the other warehouse, no reason to suspect it isn't, we could actually like push this thing out of the window in the other warehouse through the window on the second floor and just run across this.
Oh, you just yeah, that works.
I like it,
Yeah,
you
let's
know.
see.
For me,
Yeah.
that works. I don't know why.
Well, I'm trying to climb up into the warehouse on the right, so that might be a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do
So
you
I can
do?
get in.
What are you doing for the moment? Are you going to try scanning or are you going to try?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try scanning and then let's see what.
Okay. So, can you please give me a tech roll, please, for scanning? And
I'm
Barimen,
going
while
to
he's
push
scanning.
the 2.
Okay. Barimen, while he's scanning, what are you doing?
I am obviously if he's deeply involved, right? So I'm on watch. I'm on guard.
Okay.
I've got the gun out because why not, right? And I'm back against the wall and I'm looking left, I'm looking right, I'm looking up. I'm basically back against the other warehouse, if you see what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at both ends of the alley and also up the way, just in case.
Okay. Right. Okay.
I'm assuming he's kneeling down, in the shadows somewhere,
Yeah.
trying to
Okay.
operate his.
Right. Okay. Can you give me Barimen? Give me an observation check, please.
Right.
So, Dallas, you,
One success.
okay.
Is it worth pushing that to? Possibly not.
Up to you. You've not spotted anything untoward. Right, Dallas. You find the frequency, and you're getting garbled type static across it. It is clearly they're using encrypted comms, so that's proper full-on military grade. You can have another go at trying to hack it, but you have not managed to get what they're saying at the present moment. Not actually managed to hack into it.
So do I still have access to the earpiece that we found in Anton's room?
Have you got that with you, or have you got the?
I might. I mean, I already checked the serial number, and
would you? It's a piece of evidence. It was bagged up. Would you have left it in your lab, or would you have brought it with you? You certainly know the frequency it was on. Yes, and this you also know that this is on a different frequency.
All right. So probably different encryption as well.
Yeah. Yes. Though actually, that that wasn't an encrypted frequency before.
Oh, it was open. Okay.
Open, yeah.
Okay. I mean, how long would it take to try to crack the encryption of this system?
Basically, a few more minutes to do another check.
Okay. I will. I mean, while we wait news from Wildner, I will.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to be clear, this has got some pretty serious encryption. You're going to need 3 successes to crack it.
We've got a serious techie with us.
Yes. Yeah. just because that's really quite a substantial number of successes.
I did not actually pass my exam on computer cryptography systems. I just changed my grade.
Bear in mind that Barimen could assist if you wish.
I mean, I'll take his help. Do you know anything about computers?
Sure. My tech is D.
Yeah, but you can still assist, and that from no, I've been playing too many games in the meantime. In this system, that's just straight advantage, isn't it? Yeah. So it would just allow Dallas to roll with advantage.
Okay, I'll assist.
Okay. Right. So just do that check while I cut to Wildner. Okay. Did you make that
No, not yet. I thought it might get lost, so I'll do it now.
Okay. So do your mobility check to now. Where you're trying to get in now on the sort of the equivalent alley to this, but on the other side, on the right hand side of the
yes, to the right of the map, effectively. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I'm well clear of them spotting me. I've got 1 success.
Okay.
Is that going to get me in, or
it takes you a little bit of time to force a window, and you've ended up. Well, sorry. Do you wish to push that at all?
I will, because my D10 rolled a 2, so I could do with improving that. So let's do that. Oh, 4, so much better.
Right. So you basically you have left evidence that you have forced this window. It won't shut properly. You've had to force it, so the hinges on it are a bit twisted and out of shape, so the window is shut properly. And you also then have managed to scramble through, but in doing so, you have sort of scuffed your clothes a bit, scraped your knee, and so on as you're forcing your way through. But you end up in the equivalent of this room on the opposite side, on the building next door. Okay.
Does that seem to be in use, or is it empty?
Yes, it's not. It's got various. This is clearly a used warehouse. It's got various pallets of some sort of roofing materials or something like that in it.
Okay. All right. In that case, I will, based on the vague understanding I got probably from listening to Miles' description, I'll figure out. Well, assuming there's a similar door, I'll head straight to the exit. That should take me out near the stairs. Hopefully, assuming they're built to the same plan.
They are.
Okay. I will try the doors. And I'll open carefully in case there's a night watchman or anything.
The doors are unlocked, and you quietly go through. It's not dark because it's morning time, but there's no
lights on.
No lights on, and you hear no sound of anyone moving around or any sign of any watchmen.
Okay. So I'll head straight up the stairs then, and then cross until I'm sort of over this side here, and see if I can look through the windows into the target building.
Yeah. Why is it not letting me say that? Why in the wrong layer? Did I put that on the map layer? No, that's not working. Sorry, I'm just trying to remove this black box, but I'm failing dismally to do it.
That fog of war.
Roll20 is not liking that. Okay, right, I'll just leave that, sorry. Okay, so you're moving across, and where are you trying to get? You're trying to get opposite which sort of window? Well, actually...
So...
Gone.
Yeah, basically, I'm going to just go up the stairs. And is the stairs just a single level, or is there holes for
no, it's the same
mezzanine and things?
It's got
same as below.
It's got similar to what was described to you over here. It looks like these are warehouses built. Sorry,
with catwalks.
Catwalks, yeah.
Okay. So in that case, I'll take one of the catwalks across. And I'll sort of pick something fairly central and try to sort of look through like those windows.
Okay, but on the floor above.
On the floor above, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, bear with me a second.
Terrible feeling this is going to get a bit shooty later.
I don't like the machine pistols.
I don't have a machine pistol.
Right. What you look into is essentially looks to be a fairly unused mezzanine level. Yeah, there's not much. It looks like it's probably a metal flooring. There's not even had a carpet for that put down on it. It's not being used for storage. And you can see a door that, from what was described to you, is probably linking out onto the stairs that might lead down. Okay.
Okay. So from where I'm looking across, can I, for example, see this guy because he was up on the catwalks?
No, you can't, because it's not. You're looking into a room that's.
Yeah, there's a wall. There's a wall between us.
Sorry, I get what you're meaning. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how high that.
No,
those
it is.
units
Sorry,
are.
it's a mezzanine level with. It's got a low wall. Yes, you can see him walking around. Yes, sorry, apologies. You
Okay,
can.
but it's just him.
Yeah.
Okay, I will get on my key, describe what I can see to everyone else. Say I can see the guy on the catwalks. And if we are going to do anything, he's obviously going to clock us before we do very much.
Sorry, he, however, just you're able to relay. He is now somewhere sort of more about here. It appears like he's up on the catwalks. He appears he's sort of walking a bit of a patrol route. Okay.
Well, while I'm there, the windows that I'm stood at, sort of peering through, how tough are they? Are they sort of like double glazed or just cheap and cheerful?
No, they're toughened windows. They're designed to prevent burglars, but as you managed to force your way in fairly easily on one of them, they're not massive high security.
Okay. Do I think I'm going to shoot one out?
So that's why that camera looked out of place. Sorry, because the it's a much higher level of security than anything else around here.
Right.
So
okay.
Could you shoot one out? Absolutely.
Can you shoot the windows out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if need be, I can make an hole through and take a shot at it.
An extra door.
Yes.
Right. Did Dallas make that tech check with advantage?
Oh,
I'm going to push.
I assumed so.
I picked the wrong crypto
fours.
system, and let me redo that.
Right.
All right.
It takes you a bit of a while, but you eventually hack your way through the their encryption.
Very simple lattice-based system.
Yeah.
Probably crystals, lithium, something like that. What you do, LWA, basic post-quantum cryptography. Just
okay. Easy.
Right. And after you then start to hear there's not actually much comms going on initially. There had been a flurry, which is when you picked up the frequency. But then you hear someone say across, Stefan, give us an update on the camera. And Wildner, at this moment you spot that this guy you can see on the catwalk has paused a second, is sort of pushing the ear jack into his ear and speaking on the microphone. And then another male voice replies, those two figures I've spotted have not reappeared. It's sorry, it's not reappeared. Lars is still of the opinion that we need to withdraw. He's been on the phone organising that. I think that's it. So there's something else I thought you'd say. Hang on a sec. Wait a sec. We've still no idea whether that was police, or those men were police, or an opposing team, but they were definitely clocking the camera.
It
And
looks
then-
like they noticed us, but they don't know who we are. Expect company.
And then the voice that initiated, which is the guy on the catwalk, then says, "Okay, keep me updated." Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Falk, keep an eye out for reinforcement. They might be calling someone.
That's a 2-1A.
Right. What do you wish to do?
Whatever we want to do, we have to be quick.
Yeah, they got potentially a pickup coming. So I guess the question is, do you want to... We can come in from three fronts. So I can start shooting from the upper floor, take out the guy on the catwalk perhaps, or at least keep him busy. You can go in through the room with the oil drums or whatever.
Yes.
And then we can have Falk at the front doors with his 50 caliber lockpicks handy in case they try and bolt for it.
I could also put the external speakers on and challenge them, tell them to just throw their weapons down.
And play Ride of the Valkyrie at the same time.
So gauche. More like let the bodies hit the floor.
Right. Falk, can you give me an observation check, please?
Absolutely. And I think I'll push that.
There is another option. We could let them get away and follow them.
Okay.
Because this is obviously not important to them. This is just a location, right?
Well, the thing is, if Ariana Young is with them and she took the disc,
in a chase, they got a chance of getting away while we got them cornered.
And this is why you guys are the experienced Blade Runner.
Right. Falk, you don't realize this until it's literally flying over you. But a very, very high-end, expensive spinner vehicle, almost like a luxury model where there's 2 rows of seats for a driver and then some passengers in the back, flies over and then lands in the middle of the courtyard outside the warehouse.
As soon as I see it, I get on the comms to these guys.
Yep.
Incoming, some kind of quiet, high-end job. So
this may be their pickup.
Yeah.
Delay
or security. What's the name of the company again?
Takash.
Yeah, Takash. Maybe it's Takash Security, right?
I'm going to start up my skimmer and kind of circle. Get ready to come in if I need to, but I'm trying not to be noticed.
I mean, I just said safety's off your 50 cals.
So just to be clear, because you would know, you know this, your experience of know sort of stuff. That was a totally unarmed vehicle.
Yeah, the vehicle, sure. What about the occupants?
Okay. I'm a police officer, not an execution squad. At least that's what my last conversation with the LT was.
Right. So the other 3 of you hear this vehicle come in and land, and while you don't really get a view of it, but as such, the other two of you, because you're down the alley, because it lands sort of on the somewhere off the bottom, just to be clear, off the bottom here, so further south of that. Now, what do you three want to do anything? So, Falk has started up your vehicle. Are you actually starting to approach, or just?
I'm going to try to circle as much as possible, trying to not be noticed if possible. But basically, just come around.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you're flying.
Yeah. And are you getting yourself a view of that vehicle that's landing? Yeah. Okay. So, what are the other three of you doing, please?
I'm just going to keep eyes on the guy on the catwalks.
Yeah.
Can't do anything. We're doing now, haven't we? Our hand has been tipped.
I want to keep an ear open for
the
whatever they say over the comms. See if this is someone they call or someone that might, be after them.
Sounds like Corwin. You need to be shoved in the back room.
Yeah.
See if you can
and
get some eyes
jump
on.
in. Yes.
I kind of need to get in there now, then, don't I?
Yeah. I'm going to try and keep cover on the guy on the catwalk, and if he starts shooting, I'll take him out.
Right. He starts moving. I'll come back to him. He does a sec. But so, Barimen, you're going to try and force a window, are you, and get in?
I suppose so. And as soon as we don't know what's down here, I'm going to have to do it up here because I'm in a bit of a hurry now.
Which window do you want to do?
Where's the door? Door's there, somewhere away from the.
Gap.
I saying hello.
That one there. Okay. Can you
that one there.
Can you give me a mobility check, please?
Certainly.
Dallas, you'll continue to listen to the comms, are you?
Yes. Can I help? Can I help? Okay.
There you go.
Woof.
I must update my fatigue.
Yeah. No, didn't need to.
No, you don't. You don't take a point unless you push it.
Oh, I'm not going to push it.
Yeah, so you're not pushing it. So
right.
So that with no problem, you force the window. This one can be closed easily afterwards, and break your way in. Okay. So you are that's your icon. Yeah, that's.
Yes.
Yeah, I just got the. That's you. So you're in now. So, Dallas, you continue listening to the comms.
I'm monitoring comms. Yes.
Yeah.
And first chance I've got, I will jump in as well.
Okay. Right. You
a support for Barimen.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me. Right. You don't need a tech check because you're actually listening in. You hear another voice come across the radio that says, and it's another male voice, but a third one you've heard, and it just says, Chamberlain is here. Ulrich, get the door open. And then Wildner, you see the guy on the catwalk move towards the stairs to come down the catwalk.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm going to, in that case, if I see he's going to go out of my line of sight, I'm going to take a couple of pot shots at him.
Just before, one last piece of information before you take that. So while Dallas then is starting to climb in through this window, so that can you give me a mobility check? If you get one success, you need one success to force your way to physically climb.
Can I assist him?
Yes.
Just literally reach down and yank it.
Yeah. One success, please, on a mobility check.
I got 0 successes in my mobility check.
Do you wish to push that? Because you will take a point of stress for pushing it.
Yes. I'm going to push it.
Okay.
I hope I don't need my resolve for later. That is weird. So, hold on. Because I rolled a 1 in my 12, my D12. That is inconvenient. Yeah. Anyway, I will push anyway. Still nothing. So I'm stuck in the window.
So you take a point of stress and you've not managed to get through the window. So you're still outside. Yeah. Okay. And Barimen is helping. Right. Falk, you're the only one who sees this.
Mhm.
Getting out of the vehicle is not what you expect. Okay. The driver seems to stay in the vehicle. One door, the door closest to the warehouse opens, and out gets a middle-aged woman, very smartly dressed in a sort of trouser suit, carrying a briefcase, and she looks to be give me an observation check. You don't recognise her, but give me an observation check.
No worries.
Actually, no, not observation. Connections.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, no, connections. Sorry, dithering GM. Apologies.
That's right. No problem.
Connections. Yeah,
Literally hit the button just as you.
Sorry.
No, I get that one.
Sorry. She is so connections. Yeah, two sisters. She reeks of lawyer.
I think I'm going to do the thing that's probably it's inconvenient that the lawyer, but I'm going to the sirens on, speakers, LAPD, to the driver of the Mark, whatever the vehicle is. Put your hands outside of the window. Open the door with those hands and step out. Everyone else, lay down your weapons and step out of the building.
Right. You all hear this. Now, key thing. Wildner, are you shooting or not?
Right. I think that changes things a bit.
Sorry.
No. It's probably just as well, because mine was
Yeah.
just a sort of desperate, just get attention away from Miles.
And I think that was the smart way,
Corwin.
the smart thing to do.
Yeah, I'm going to reposition myself, sort of further, somewhere nearer the front of the building.
Yep.
Is there a similar set of stairs going down here?
You could absolutely get down to
similar to that one.
Yeah, there as an identical set of that to that.
Yeah. So if the guy that was on the catwalk is going down,
yep,
I think I will do the same, and then I will see if I can exit one of these windows, perhaps on the ground floor.
Okay. You can pull a crate over to get in, so it's just a one mobility check to get through it. But the stuff happens while you're doing all that, though. Okay.
Yeah. I'll do the roll just so we know.
So, in response to Falk now. Please can Falk make me a manipulation check, and you can have advantage for being for what you said and the fact you're in a vehicle. Now, is the vehicle, because the twin 50 cals are secured away, are those actually out, and is that weapon pod popped out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can push the 5.
And I think I'm going to risk pushing the 5. Yeah. That's that one. Are you going to do something?
Yeah. Yes. Fucking yeah. That's good. That's good.
Right.
They're shitting their pants right now.
Okay. So,
can I just add something to what as an adjunct to that? I suggest you all call your lawyers, including the lawyer who is now under arrest for conspiracy to murder.
Right.
Pouring salt on the wound.
Several things happen. The lawyer, or the woman who you're assuming is a lawyer, she looks towards the vehicle and sort of waves like that, and the driver of the vehicle complies with what you said, puts hands out the window, the wides out the window, hands out, opens the door, and then comes out. And then he actually, I don't know if you told him to do this, but he walks round to stand next to the woman, which is actually, in my head, that's putting the vehicle physically between you and them, but then you have elevation. So if you were to shoot, you'd be firing over the vehicle anyway. But just for if they wanted to, they could dive close to the vehicle and get cover. Is the point I'm trying to make. And he is a young man dressed in a smart suit. Okay. The woman then turns, looks up at the camera, and puts her hand up with a stay type symbol. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she then turns back to you and waves you down.
Okay. On the comms, I'll say the individuals inside the warehouse will exit now.
She yells something back. You're in a vehicle, so you can have a observation check at disadvantage to hear. Wildner, did you manage to get out the...
I did, yeah.
So
pushed it,
Wildner is something
so
like
alley,
about
hopefully.
here now, yeah? Sorry, there. Wildner, you hear what she... Sorry, you can give me an observation check as well.
Observation.
I hear nothing.
I'll push that. Vision both. There we go. 2.
You hear her yell back, "No crime has been committed here. You are at risk of overstepping your authority. My vehicle is recording and transmitting all of this to my corporate headquarters. Come down here and we will speak."
I will do a quick précis over the Kia so that he can hear it.
Right,
everyone can hear it.
Trying to remember the appropriate thing. What was it?
Basically, there are suspects in that building for a murder.
Yeah. So, to the effect of that, there are suspects believed to be part of a murder in that building. And as I'm doing this, I'm shifting the vehicle around so that just moving slightly so that the vehicle that they're sort of behind isn't as much within my thing. I'm not dropping down, but on the comms to these guys, might be worth you guys going in and.
Is that like a passive aggressive parking maneuver?
Right. She. So you've said that over the tannoy system. She then calls back. No murder has taken place. I repeat, no murder has taken place.
Assuming that Wildner again hears and then passes out.
Yeah,
he does.
He does. Yeah, having heard once. Yeah.
I'll also quit on the Kia. Well, there's at least an illegal retirement.
Yeah. Okay. Criminal damage, but nonetheless, it's still a crime.
Okay.
So,
you are going to shoot someone over criminal damage. You are overstepping your authority. Land and let us resolve this like grown-ups. Stop being a pedantic child. She clearly is used to getting her way.
I will accidentally leave the comms on when I go on the comms to the guy saying, "Can you guys get on with arresting these guys because my trigger is getting itchy." Right. Turn that off.
Sorry. Okay. While that's going on, sorry. Apologies. So I've sort of Wildner, I'm staying listening. Yeah. What I haven't got a little bit of catch up. Sorry. What are Barimen and Dallas doing?
I'm still trying to get Dallas in because
yes. You've got almost sort of two actions as such.
Come on.
So the first one, give us another mobility check at advantage because you're being assisted. So you are literally leaning back through the window with a hand down to pull him up. Yeah.
I'm halfway through, like inside, and halfway like outside. Like
yeah,
just flay
So-
my
So you can have
legs.
There
yeah.
we go.
Okay. So with a bit of jumping and pulling, you're both inside the building. Okay. Now
Right.
you're both inside the building. What do you wish to do? You've got one sort of action.
Through these doors, LAPD, put your weapons down. Got to be. It's got to be.
Okay.
Because if they
Sure.
start shooting
Sounds-
at us, then a crime has been committed. Yeah.
Right. This guy, both these two, turn to face you. Yeah. Drawing up, and just to be very clear, you know that their weaponry outguns you. They've got.
Oh, I know.
Yes, yeah.
But
I know if shooting starts, their boss won't survive.
Right. This guy actually moves slightly this way, so in response, as both of them point their guns at you, both of them turn and point their guns at you as you're yelling LAPD.
Well, as soon as they raise their weapon to me, I'm shooting. Sorry, I have my gun out.
Okay.
They're pointing a
Okay.
weapon.
No. Okay.
I use the right words, whatever that is.
Who are you shooting at?
I don't know who's the closest one because I've got an awful.
They're both pointing. Are they both pointing their guns at us?
They both turn and start to bring their guns to bear.
I identify myself as a police officer, right?
Yep. This one starts yelling, "Do not fire! Do not fire!"
Okay.
Sorry, that is Ulrich. Do not fire.
I will say yes. Drop your guns now.
Right. However,
last warning.
But this guy has right. So you're continuing to give a warning. Barimen, are you firing? You said
the guy that's saying "do not fire."
This one is yelling "do not fire." He has, however, he's brought his gun up, but he's not. He sees to sort of understand the situation, and he doesn't bring it fully to bear. This guy, however, does.
Which guy? That guy brings. Well, if that guy brings a weapon to bear on me,
yep,
training takes over. I've got to shoot him. Sorry.
Okay, so give me a.
I have identified myself as.
Yeah.
Told him to put his weapon down.
Give me a firearms check, then, please.
Oh, I haven't done this before in this system. This should be fun.
Now, hang on a sec. Have we?
Or deadly.
Right.
I've got two options, guys, which I don't fully understand. Right.
What?
I've got an FKM 890, and I've got two options:
rounds.
a sonic round or a sonic blast.
The sonic round and sonic blast. Sonic round is a. Oh, that's not helpful. That's helpful. Not okay. So the sonic blast does a greater amount of damage and has a larger critical chance.
But
it has a shorter maximum range.
Well, we're virtually at point blank, aren't we? Yeah.
Right. Hang on a second.
What's the distance?
You are in adjacent zones. This game uses a zone system.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a sec. Where's the equipment gone? 180. Oh, so 182 actually for yours. Right. So. Okay. So. You're right. You are in adjacent zones, which I believe is short range.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Is that right or wrong?
I believe that's correct.
Yep. Okay. So roll your firearms skill, please.
Firearms skill. Okay. I haven't yet decided which particular round I'm going to use.
Well, okay. So sorry. So, you can your choice of either. The minimum range for both is short.
So I'm massively outgunned.
Yeah,
it's going to have
big
to be a
gun.
sonic blast, isn't it?
Yeah. So
it's still got medium range. So
that's you're within medium range. Yeah.
Okay,
essentially, your sonic round is for giving you a longer range.
Okay.
And you don't need that at this.
Coming up. 2 successes.
Nice.
Right, so the base damage is 2, and you've got 1 extra success, so you can use that.
I believe in Blade Runner, if you roll 2 successes, it's automatically a critical, which does the additional damage and a critical hit.
Whoops.
In this particular version.
I've been looking for that whilst you guys have been talking. I've got the PDF open in another window. I've been desperately trying to work out how to fight.
Yeah, it's page 70 is the critical rules. Right.
This could be quite a short career as a Blade Runner if I've done
now.
I'm sure they need night watchmen. I haven't seen anyone here yet.
Oh no, he won't have any armor. Just, right. Okay. Right.
Okay, critical hits. If you roll 2
crushing.
success or more,
yeah,
you inflict a critical hit, and the damage is increased by 1.
Okay, so you're doing 3 points of damage, and please can you give me a D12 check?
D12 check what? Just roll a die.
Yep.
Coming right up.
So it's a crushing
5.
Cracked ribs. So you smack him in the chest. He's got disadvantage on mobility checks, but it is not a lethal injury. Okay.
That was just a warning shot.
Yeah. So how does damage work in the system?
So you personally,
I have 5 maximum health.
Yep. And so 3 is quite a substantial amount of damage. Okay.
Ooh, I have sustenance coming. Excuse me.
Basically, criticals are taken. Oh, sorry, he's gone into mute.
All right.
Go on, Rich. We can hear you.
So I was just saying to Rick, the only way you can get killed in this game is by a critical, significant, specifically a fatal critical. If you run out of health, then you then take a critical irrespective.
Yep.
But you've got to get the right kind of critical to get killed in this.
But if you just take lots of damage but don't take it to fatal critical, you're essentially rendered unable to participate in the combat.
Yeah. The term they use is broken, but
broken. Yeah. Okay. Right.
My question right away is what's Miles going to do?
Well, Miles is right. So the other guy, this guy, sort of lowers his weapon in his right hand. With his left hand, he puts his left hand up. He's not putting both. He's not dropped it or anything. He's yelling, "Do not fire, Ulrich! Do not fire!" And the guy here who you shot drops down and staggers and sits down with the wound he's taken, and then he sort of drops his gun into his lap, and then puts both his hands up, and then I think at that point we'll cut back outside. I think. Sorry, Miles wasn't shooting, was he? I am correct.
No, I just reinforced Barimen's threat, and I'm the next thing I'm going to do is just run downstairs.
Do you want to go forward and disarm these guys there?
You can take care of them. I'm going to go downstairs.
Okay, I'll do that
because there are people downstairs still, and we want to detain them as well.
Okay.
As soon as I hear the first.
We'll come back to that in a sec. Right.
Yes.
Sorry. So what's Falk doing? Sorry.
As soon as I hear a shot go off, sorry, that's a good point. Do I hear a shot go off? I would have thought.
The problem is you're in a vehicle, and you're flying, and that is not quiet from my memory of the Blade Runner films. Can you give me an observation check at disadvantage?
Ready? It's going any slower.
There we go.
Deleting stuff. Okay, I'm going to push it. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing.
So you're unaware that a shot has been fired.
No.
Okay.
Are the people outside the?
I assume I've heard it in the.
Yes, you've definitely heard it. Yes.
Right.
Do you recognise it as an FKM 890?
Yes, he will.
I probably recognise a sonic round over
police department issue.
Yeah.
If you remember from the video, their weapons were firing very sort of short, sharp, almost like a slicing
staccato.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Sorry, apologies.
I was going to say I will get on my Kia to Falk and say, shot fired inside. I'm going to go in to one of these back rooms on the right-hand side, see if I can come through. Do you need me outside?
No, I can. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Right.
I'll
try and go in the window.
At that point, over the loud hailers, to the two outside of the warehouse, on your knees, hands behind your head, interlace your fingers now.
You made a manipulation roll a while ago, didn't you?
I got a 4.
Yeah. I thought that's still carrying over. Right. The driver obeys immediately. The woman starts yelling something. Now, Wildner, which window do you want to go and try and climb through?
I think one he's next to. So let's go in here.
Okay, bear with me a second.
I'm just going to go AFK for a second.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's that one. Right. Okay. First of all, give me an observation check.
Okay. Observation.
Oh my word!
Nice. I'm going to risk it pushing it.
So, point of stress, please.
Point of stress. Okay.
Okay. So you don't hear what the woman. You don't hear what the woman says.
I can just hear some shouting.
And then can I have a mobility check, please? Because you're trying to get up to this window, 2 successes to get through it.
1. Okay, gonna push it again. The D8.
Ooh.
Right.
So close.
So you're having trouble. You've not managed to get through. Okay. Right. Right. So Dallas goes down these stairs down into the basement. Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I need to go. Apologies. You did have a bit of discussion over Kiers. I just need to go for a quick bio break. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Okay, cheers, matey. That's shaping up really well. I think.
Well, it's a bit of a disaster, but sure.
Shortest LAPD ever.
Yes.
Don't worry.
No plans of voice contact.
I've had a lot of HR moments. It's all fine.
Get him, I guess, but
okay, helps the captain likes me, but
That's right. Yeah. As so I'll just disarm them, I think.
Yeah. My intent was to try to sort of come around the back, effectively, so and give backup to Corwin.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to accidentally shred the lawyer.
Now,
Whoops.
personal prejudices in the way of
Oh, is that
gameplay.
complete accident. They keep telling me they repaired the
Fair trigger, fair
50
trigger.
cows.
Yeah. You keep catching it on your knee.
So the things I
cigar.
I'm getting slightly only minimally, but slightly distracted by this noise that's just to the right of the screen at the moment because my printer is going at the moment. There's this yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So, kind of this sort of rise and fall noise as it's doing.
Cool.
Right. Just one thing for Falk before I carry on with Barimen. The woman looks at you with disgust as she kneels down in her perfectly high-end expense trouser suit on the dirty ground, and
that's on her.
She
violin in the world playing for her.
She doesn't fully comply in that she keeps her hands like that. They're not laced behind her back of her head, but her hands are up, and her briefcase she's actually now closer to her briefcase. It's just to one side of her. Okay, I'm just going to so Dallas has gone downstairs.
Yes, carefully.
Okay.
I don't want to get my brains, blown out of my head just because I didn't look around before.
Hey, they're easy to replace.
Running in.
Okay.
I mean, you have to replace the whole thing. I'm just saying.
I'll come back to you in a second. It's going down the stairs.
Oh, my bad influence.
What is Barimen doing, please?
What am I doing? I'm approaching, saying things like, sensible guys, sensible. Now just leave your weapons and face down, please. Hands interlaced, to borrow Falk's phraseology, hands interlaced behind your head.
Right.
Got a bad feeling this is going to end really badly when I get within punching range. But I'm a green one, right?
So the wounded guy, he calls out, "Kiefer, what are we doing?" And this guy replies, comply for now. The lawyer's outside. She'll sort this mess out. And so this guy puts his gun to one side and then laces his hands behind his head. This guy puts his gun by his feet and then, staying standing, puts his hands behind his head. Can both of you give me observation checks, please?
Both of us. Okay.
Sorry, so Barimen and Dallas.
Okay, thank you. Oh my blooming heck. Well, is it worth me even bothering? Oh, obviously not.
Do you wish to push?
I'm focused on two guys, right?
Do you wish to push at all?
What with my wingman getting a 4? Oh, of course I wouldn't know.
Push them both.
They're actually for
He's on the
different
stairs.
things because he's rushing to a different place.
I'll push the lot, the detail, because I may as well just push them both.
Yeah.
Wish me luck, guys. This could be quite a short-lived thing.
Oh, there we go. Pull one.
You got one.
Right. Something occurs to Barimen.
Oh no. Who's Falk?
This guy here, when he's answering, he's yelling really quite loudly, and he's yelling instructions here. he's yelling particularly loudly, louder than he needs to communicate with this guy here.
There's someone who haven't seen.
Okay. Now, as Dallas is heading down the stairs, it was 4 successes, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, you spot something, which is the very slight movement of another door. Just bear with me. I just need to double check which one it is. Just bear with me a sec. It's not so much movement of a door. It's the sound of someone quietly closing a door. And it's just behind you as you rush past this door here.
Okay.
And you just get to the top of the stairs as you realise, as sort of your brain computes, that was someone closing a door just behind me. And it wasn't the door I came through, which is that one there.
Yeah. Do I see light downstairs or anything at all?
No, you do not see lights on downstairs.
I'm going to turn around and go to this door.
Okay.
Doors and corners.
So doors and corners today.
Right.
Oh, that's an interesting character I could have played. That particular guy from The Expanse.
Okay. What is Dallas doing when so you get to the door? What do you want to do when you get to the door?
I'm going to carefully from one side push it open.
Right. You go to push the handle to open it. The handle sort of doesn't quite move properly. It's not locked or I think someone is holding it shut.
I'm going to kick the door.
Okay. Give me there's a skill for this.
Yes, this is going to
Give me
go
a force
terribly.
check, please. And I need to roll an opposed force check.
Oh, I see. Oh, grief. I'm glad it's not me. D.
This is how I break my knee. Oh, fridge me. Okay. I'm not going to push.
One success.
Yes.
Yes. It's
Right.
only D6. The other one's only D6. Is it worth pushing?
I cannot
You
get
can't
better
push.
than one.
Oh, you can't
Yeah.
push one.
Well, he could push his 9 to try and get.
You get a 10, it would get you 2
10,
successes,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
there's only a
but
1 in 10 chance.
10.
Richard, remind me on the rules. What is if it's an opposed check? Do you know what a tie is?
Probably nothing
Off
changes.
the top of my head, no, but give me 1 second and I will.
Is
dig that
it
out.
defender wins or is it peace? It's quite often in I think in Year Zero engine stuff, it's the player character wins on a tie.
If you and your opponent roll the same number of successes, result with a tie. Typically, your action will fail if you roll a tie as an active party in the opposed roll. But in some cases, like close combat, ties have specific effects.
Okay, so
if a tie
So
needs to be
failed.
if a tie needs to be broken, re-roll the opposed roll to determine the outcome.
okay,
Ooh.
so
Ooh.
what happens is it's a tied effect. So you go to try and kick the door open, and the door buckles a bit, and because it's just an internal door, but the door holds as someone on the other side is holding it shut.
Shoot through the door.
And then a male voice from the other side yells, "Calm down, talk to the lawyer. Calm down, talk to the lawyer."
I will say walk out or I shoot.
Give
Oh,
me
how
a
very
give me a manipulation check, please.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay, just while that's happening, I'm just going to cut actually back to Wildner. Are you still trying to get through this bloody window?
Yeah, I'm going to give it one more try.
Okay, give me another mobility check, please.
If I can't go solve this meals.
Jesus.
I can try push the D8. Go on. No, anyways.
No.
That's another point of stress.
No, it's not.
I'm not having a good day.
No, it's not. It's a mobility
Physical.
check. I was doing that wrong, I think, before. We'll leave them.
That's
a point of.
It's physical
it's
damage
physical,
apart
yeah.
from replicants. Replicants still take stress.
That's right, yeah.
Result
So I take a
damage,
point of damage, yeah.
You take a point of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
got more of those.
So, the sorry, I just need to roll.
Guessing that the guy behind the door that Miles is trying to deal with also heard my manipulation roll. So if there's a successes left, could his success be bolstered with one of the successes from my manipulation
Okay, I
roll?
see what you mean. Yeah. Because that's on a tannoy, you would have heard it. Yeah. Okay.
If there's any successes left.
There are. Okay, the guy says, "Okay, we're coming out. Calm down." And the door opens. Let me just. Sorry, bear with me a sec. I've got to go and adjust a map again because I've done this wrong. And what's in here is an office. Okay. And so Dallas is there. And there are 3 people in here. The one by the door is Lars Avant. Then also following him out is a man you don't recognize. And a woman who you do.
Ooh.
Who is Ariana Jiong. Though she's dressed very differently now. Whereas before she was dressed sort of as a sort of quite a trendy singer in the for the Markover Ballroom, so sort of almost sort of ball dress and stuff like that. She's now dressed in almost sort of like street clothes, sort of fairly nondescript, very easy to fade in the background, dark muted colours, and so on. Okay, right. I just need to do one. I need to. So Barimen, have you've the 2 men have put their weapons down. Are you then? What are you then doing? Just then covering them?
I was walking up to them, just kicking the weapons away from them.
Okay.
Right, I've still got the gun on them, but I am being polite.
Okay.
Actually,
as you get closer, to this guy, who appears to be called Kiefer, he actually takes a step back from his weapon, so that it's clear that he's not trying anything funny as you move his weapon further away from him. Okay. Dallas, you can see that there are on the sort of this desk here, with your tech skill, you first of all you spot the setup for the camera. Yeah, you can see, and you can see actually, you can see two people outside being covered by Falk, and also put on the desk are two of those sort of machine pistols and a sort of small, compact automatic pistol. Okay.
Are military grade weapons legal, particularly?
If you are a licensed member of a corporate security force, yes.
What, this many?
Corporations are very powerful these days.
I'm familiar with
basic cyberpunk fantasy.
Yes. Now I'm just going to cut out to Falk. So the lawyer has knelt down in the dirt and got her suit a bit dirty. And
good.
Are you landing? Are you staying where you are? What are you doing?
Staying where I am. I will call over the tannoy. Sorry, I can't hear a word you're saying. The noise of the engine's too loud. Then I'll cut that off, and I'll call into the LAPD section house and say, we're at X address. We've arrested some individuals connected to case 537211-4. Need pickup for approximately 6.
Plus the 2 outside, isn't it? It was,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's say approximately half a dozen, maybe a few more.
Yeah, it's just that you don't need the chauffeur because you never know. Guys are so sad, man.
There's two on the catwalk. The 2 that Miles has just gotten out of the office, and the 2 outside. I don't know of any others.
And the one that walks into my gun.
Right.
That's 7. Yeah.
Just because it's been gaps between sessions, there were 6 people on the video, plus Aaron Ajong, plus the 2 outside. So if all 6 from the video are present, you've got 9. You do not have 9 yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're missing 3, I think, aren't we?
Yes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've
got 5 in the warehouse.
And Tezza, you're missing 2.
And at least one of those was injured, I believe,
Correct.
From
Correct.
what I
Yes.
understand. So
none of these are Ivan melee.
well, one's injured now.
Right.
yes.
Just for the humour value, let's cut to Wildner trying to get through. Are you giving up on the window? What are you doing?
Yeah. At this point, probably we are all wondering what the heck is Wildner?
Yeah, I'm gonna give up on the. In fact, I'll go on the Kia and say, can't get in. I'm gonna
come around the front.
Yeah, I'll come around the front and assist with the 2 that are out here, and we'll get them to open the front doors.
I think they said to open. She said to open the front doors.
Yeah.
Had they done that yet?
No.
No.
Kiefer was moving to do it when you interrupted. When you intercepted. Right.
So I'll come round again, gun out, but not sort of aggressive with it, but held down at the side.
Okay.
And we'll walk up and sort of basically post myself by the 2 kneeling ones.
Yep. Okay.
And wait for the doors to open.
Okay.
I'll go on the Kia and say,
Right. So you're waiting by the door.
You're on the Kia asking for the door to be open.
Yeah.
So I'll say to Kia, who's the guy that's just moved back from
Keith. Yeah.
Kiefer.
I'll just say, Kiefer, please open the door.
Okay. He moves over here, presses a button, and the whole thing rolls up. Okay. Now, Dallas, are you moving back and letting the people out this room?
Yes. Yeah. I will signal them to join the others, and I want to take a look. Probably, I'm going to check the other rooms.
Okay. Well,
if it's dark downstairs.
Rather preempting that, Lars calls out, Lissa, bring out Ivan, and this door here opens, to reveal a sort of break room, and the last two come out.
So do we have a full house now?
So it's Ivan,
so it's
right? Who was the injured man from the crime scene?
another woman.
Yeah.
And if you remember, there was one person on the video who, from their shape, was definitely female. And
him we recognise.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I did upload the footage from Roxy's, so they may have seen if there are any of them, the individuals who went to Roxy's.
No, none of them are the people who went to Roxy's. If I gave you the pictures of those two people in Discord. You've got pictures of them. Sorry, if you actually look, you've now got in your NPC list. You've got unidentified person 1
and 2, yeah,
and identified person 2. That's the other two people who were with Mikey and Darius. But they're not any of these. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Wildner, as you've walked across, we're going to have to finish in a sec. Apologies, we're going to finish soon. The lawyer turns ahead to see you and says, "Can we have a sensible conversation before you all end up getting sacked?"
I'll say, so certainly we can have a conversation once you've explained what the hell's going on. These are suspects.
Suspects in what?
Suspects in the very least a property damage and torture of a replicant.
And an illegal retirement.
Illegal retirement, yes. That's the word I was looking for.
That would result in a fine. That fine would be less than the cost to replace my trousers.
Yeah. It's why they were doing it, is what we need to know. This is a wider case. They are involved in a case that we are investigating.
I am prepared to explain if we can resolve this like grown-ups without the need to take people to police stations when they will certainly be out very quickly. I am trying to clear up this mess. I will help you clear it up, but please can I get up and have a conversation and stop kneeling like some peasant?
Can I hear this, by the way?
Yeah.
Sorry,
through the door,
all of you can hear it. Falk, you can give me an observation check, see if you hear it.
right this moment I can't because the roll 20's crashed again.
Okay, so oh yeah, you're not in it. Just have you got some dice there or?
I've got dice somewhere. Let me trying to reach without pulling the headphones out.
A breakout room with like seats and a coffee machine and all sorts going on.
I want to get them into a police station because that's a place where you can separate them. You can get the real truth out of them. Otherwise, they'll all.
That's why
it sounds like she wants to.
Yeah, no, she's trying to put things on a good grounding for herself, not for us.
No.
Do you, Andy? Do you have what my skill is? Because I don't even have the character.
Oh,
sheet.
sorry.
The entire thing's crashed.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
That's all right.
Oh, your observation is so your stat is a C intelligence, B observation. So you're at disadvantage, so you lose a C. So you just roll a B. So you roll D10.
No problems. And whilst I'm rolling that, question for you: do I have to? Is what she's saying legally correct, especially regarding illegal retirement? Because as Blade Runners, this is one of our things that we're dealing with. So
it's a very fine. Technically, killing a replicant is not murder, because it's someone's property. Yeah. and she's definitely downplaying the importance of it. Yes, absolutely. But she's pushing something, and she's flexing her corporate muscles. And
I mean, largely I agree with her. One success, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
okay. So one success. So you over there's a slight lull in the engines, and you hear her arguments. I think that's a good point with that. On Pat.
Yes, a good spot to leave for next week. Yeah.
All right, round them up and get them down the station.
Apart from, we'll just have one little thing, which is all of your Kias ping off as a message comes in from Lieutenant Sawyer.
Lieutenant again.
all fired.
No. I have received a report of a replicant assaulting a shop owner. I believe it's Gabor. Here are the details. Okay. And I think
dun.
Yeah, that's a good place to leave it. Okay. So thanks to anyone watching. This is episode 5. There'll be at least one more. We'll see how we're going. Thanks a lot, and see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thanks.